Namaste dosto. We're going to show you the parking mafia here in India today. Now, they might be like fake parking wardens going around with their little booklet and asking you for money, or they might be like these guys who are overcharging everybody who parks at this Haus Khas parking complex. And I've received so many people complaining about this. It's all over the Google reviews. They don't list the prices anywhere, and when you go out, just wait and see how much extra they're gonna try and charge us. We've paid extra so many times here until we finally realized, because I looked up the real rate. I found out what the real rate of this place is.
Yeah.
So we'll tell you all about that. So let's go in and see what happens, Hannah.
हो गई?
कितने के हैं?
कितने लगेंगे पार्किंग के भैया? पार्किंग?
लग जाएंगे यहाँ
1-2 घंटे?
20 रुपये घंटे।
20 रुपए घंटे, और उसके बाद?
घंटे बैठते जाएंगे।
ठीक है।
Thank you.
It says 20 per hour, but last time he...
It's like 100 an hour, Hannah.
Right now he said 20 per hour.
Been here for 2 hours, 45 minutes, 60 rupees. Hello जी, कितने के?
100
100 नहीं है?
वीकेंड में 100 फ्लैट।
नहीं, 60 rupees है।
अभी तो पूछा था भैया।
क्या हुआ? You guys are ripping off a lot of people. Have you checked on Google Maps? You guys are overcharging lots of people, hey na?
20 per hour।
Yeah, I know, but you're trying to overcharge everybody. You say 100, 200. You're not charging properly.
नहीं भैया, लास्ट मंथ भी 100 ही लिए थे हमसे। हाँ,
मैडम मैं तो नहीं करता।
अब जो भी रहे हो, पार्किंग तो यही थी ना।
मैं बोलता रहता हूँ, अपने घर चेक करके फिर लिया।
It's happening every time we come here.
थोड़ा आगे ले लो।
Just charge people properly.
He says I'll explain.
कितना घंटा ले लिया? 20 रुपये पर आवर।
हाँ, तो वही बात कर रहे हैं
So
हम।
why are you overcharging people?
1 hour to 5 hour 100 rupees।
हाँ, लेकिन आप लोग like सब लोग से ज़्यादा पैसा ले रहे हैं।
20 रुपये पर आवर।
नहीं यार।
5 बजे 5 घंटे के 100 रुपये लेते हैं।
ठीक है, 5 घंटे। So, there you go. They try to overcharge you every single time you come to this Haus Khas parking complex. They will try and overcharge you. We were there for just 3 hours, so it should be 60 rupees, and they just say 100. They round it up to the nearest. And we paid a lot more before, Manu. We paid up to 200 rupees just for a few hours. They'll try and take whatever money they can from you, basically. And these guys are well known. They're known all over Google Maps and Google reviews, because everyone complains about them. And everyone's always fighting with these guys when they're exiting as well, because we all know what the real price is, 20 rupees an hour bus. There's no weekend rate, none of that crap. It's all, they're just skimming the cream off the top, nah, for themselves. And nothing ever gets done. The police are literally sitting like 10 meters away in their booth. Literally 10 meters away, or less. That's how it is.
One excuse we always get is weekends पे ज़्यादा होता है. That means weekends they charge more on weekends.
It's the same thing with like the rickshaw drivers, right? They'll say, oh, I have to do a
हाँ,
U-turn.
घूम के जाना पड़ेगा.
It's going to cost you another 100 rupees because I've got to do a U-turn. I've got to go the long way. People are bakwas, they'll say anything to try and take more money from you. Hey, now? Let's talk about overcharging here in India, because it is a problem. When you're entering that car park, what you should do is take a receipt. That receipt has the time you entered and the price on it. Then you know how much to pay on exit. that place wasn't giving receipts, wasn't giving entry tickets. So yeah, do it manually, work how much you have to pay. It's usually 20 rupees an hour here in Delhi. Now let's talk about overcharging in general. If you do travel here to India, some places think it's okay not to give foreigners change and to overcharge them. So for example, I've been to so many restaurants where they've added extra naan onto the receipt at the end, or extra drinks, or just extra random items that I had never ordered. So you've got to check your receipt every single time you buy something here in India and make sure it's correct. And you should take that practice home to your own country too and do it there, because you will find, as I did, that even people in New Zealand were overcharging me. And it commonly happens at alcohol stores in New Zealand when, you know, you've had a few drinks, you're in the party mood, and you don't bother to check the receipt. That's when it happens in New Zealand, from what I've noticed. And guys, you've got to fight back against these scammers. They prey on people they perceive as weak. The second you push back, like we did in this video, they stopped and they gave us the real price. Actually, criminals, scammers, and just generally bad people, they prey on the weak. They prey on people who they think won't push back and who will cause the least resistance to what they're doing. So you've got to be strong. You have to fight back against these guys, because strength respects strength here in India, and criminals look for weak people who they can take advantage of. Jai Hind.